Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Do you even like him? Ladies, come on now. And, had a loyal supporter actually bring that up to me because she said, a lot of y'all ladies be with some guy, but y'all don't really like him. And this is what I mean. All right? And that's even connected with the whole select, non-select thing, right? Because we know y'all got your eyes on certain men, right? And, you might want that alpha showpiece for the short term, whatever, but you get them, but you can't do anything with them. In fact, you already know you can't do anything. You ain't looking to, especially if you meet him like out of town or something like that. But then you get the more steadier guys, the more stable men, the guys who, husband cute guys who got good bodies and stuff. But, they tend to be elitists and all of that, right? So you can't get that necessary select guy. So what do? You get that guy who's decent enough. He might have a, good job, all of that. He's decent. I mean, he ain't turning you on. You don't got that big old chest and arms and everything, flat stomach that's turning you on. And, he making money, but he ain't making money. He can keep his basic bills paid, right? And it's so much about his personality. But you know what? Here's a reality, ladies. And we know this. A lot of y'all will even marry a guy that you so about. Y'all will even marry him. A lot of y'all just be in a relationship with him long term, right? And it's only because, and we know it's only because he's there. He's there, right? You basically settling. Like that term settling, I don't even, we got to change that word as an aside. We got to change that word because if somebody say they settling down, I'm like, they should be like, oh, I'm ascending, getting with that guy, or even the men getting with that woman. You ascending, you ain't settling. You hit the jackpot. Things would change if people had that thing, but settling, just even saying the word settling means this ain't exactly who you really want. You settling with him and stuff, right? So you just like, yeah, you get them, and a lot of women do that. And see, what happened is this, right? All right. You meet that guy, and, he all right, but, he decent. You can talk to him. He gets you laughing sometime. And he might even have a little bit of money to keep some basic stuff going and even get a house or something, And sometimes, though, he might even be that guy who got a lot of money. Oh, y'all know how y'all deal with that. Let's be real. But you ain't really feeling him, though. You ain't feeling them. It's about the outside. It's like, because you get, especially if you in that social environment where you need to keep up, you trying to fulfill the social contract. It's like a lot of women in churches and spiritual things. They'll marry that guy because that's what the church or synagogue, temple will say, right? The spiritual circle will say, you need to marry a guy. So you'll get that guy and you'll settle with him. And then you'll just move on. You just try to make some stuff happen. Like I knew this woman. I can't identify her too much. She's an attorney. But I knew this woman, and she got with this guy. Well, she had been turned out by, a sexy fine dude. But the sexy fine dude wasn't taking her seriously. So she got with this guy and was in a relationship with him, right? But she told me, she don't even like kissing this guy, but she in a relationship with. At first she was talking about how good he was and everything, good guy and all of that, but she ain't even like kissing him. Meanwhile, the sexy fine dude could go up in her raw, and it was like, but she was still gonna make it work and stuff. And I've known a lot of women that way. I know another woman. She told me like the guy she married wasn't her soulmate. But she had to fulfill like society's contract, and we know a lot of y'all just get lonely. You can't either can't get that guy, you fulfilling a contract, the societal thing that says you should get married, or you're just lonely, or your biological clock be ticking. We know a lot of women, they start getting in those 30s, they want that baby bad enough, so they'll start looking for that guy who might not be the man, but he's decent enough. Like the babies won't be just bone ugly and stuff. I actually knew a woman did that. She ain't married a guy. Well, she might be more common law with the guy, but she had 2 babies with him. But I already knew there was a sexy fine dude that drove her crazy, right? And what happens is this, because you fall in, and you'll go for the outside stuff. You'll just say, okay, he got a good job, he got some money, he alright, right? But you still don't got that jolt, that spark, right? And you end up in a relationship with him, right? It could be, like I said, it could even go to marriage. But the thing is, you still ain't feeling him, though. You really ain't feeling him. Because, see, here's the problem. Usually when y'all get into a situation where you're dealing with somebody and it's not really a direct attraction or a direct click, like it ain't just the sexual lust thing, but it's also the mental click. That's very important, and it's not even there. This ain't the guy that you share like your deepest thing is. In fact, you probably holding back with him in a lot of ways. Definitely sexually, but also like some deeper secrets about yourself because you'll lose it. And you get with him for those outer things. You get with him for that mask in society. But then, because you don't have that strong sexual attraction to him, because the friendship was forced anyway, the mental stuff, you end up in this relationship, might be married, but all of a sudden y'all get to a point y'all only having sex once a month, or it becomes a sexless marriage, or y'all get to a point where his actual personality starts to annoy the hell out of you, right? And then you like, I don't really like this person, because I'm gonna tell you what, even in situations where you did have some lust for him. Lust and love and like are 2 different things. You can lust somebody who you probably want to have a conversation with, right? So, you with this guy, he just wanted the right thing. One thing my mentor said about compatibility, like, how some couples fall apart and they'll say, well, they just grew apart. And my mentor said, nah, they probably weren't compatible to begin with. But y'all force it. Now, ladies, anybody listening, you don't have to share, but just think about it. If you're bold enough, share it. But how many ladies on here have at least just been in a relationship with somebody you just didn't really like? But you were fulfilling some other stuff, keeping some family happy. You might have married them because everybody at the church, your family, even Uncle Junior were like pressuring you. But you ain't really feeling them. You don't tell him a lot, but he was just in the right place. You thought you were supposed to do it. And you have to ask yourself about that. There's a lot of women in relationships with men. If you say, well, do you really like him? They'd be like, no. In fact, even though I've said on my other channel that I've seen a lot of couples come closer together during this corona thing. And I've even seen some, a lot of guys are saying y'all been getting in their inboxes and stuff, DMing them and stuff. And I know they DMing you too, There's going to be a lot of divorces, or at least people filing for them. Now, we'll see what happens when it happens, because now what's happening is this. Since people are being forced to stay together, since they forced to go home and hang out with their husband, all of a sudden they don't got that thing where, you get a lot of couples, they got the same house, maybe even have kids together, but they don't spend that much time together. Very little time together. But now they forced to. And a lot of people saying, I don't like them. I'm hearing stories about that happening in China. Because you forced now, right? And it's like, damn. Like, you should, if you genuinely like somebody, you should be happy to be spending time with them like that. And like I said, I've seen that. And I still say there's going to be a bunch of babies born in, the early part of 2021. A whole lot of babies. End of 2020, beginning of 2021. But at the same time, there's going to be some divorces too. And in fact, there's going to be a lot of men and women. They ain't really, this thing is keeping them away from their affair partners. But, that's halfway another conversation. The thing is with y'all, do you even like that dude? that you with? Do you truly like him? Not lust him, not like just deal with him because he got the right resources or it look good to outsiders. Do you like him? Question you got to ask yourselves. So anyway, ladies, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.